Two.
God, it's too long. This is a bad angle.
That's why they're all not there. Well, I'm glad they
Well, it's a slow day today. Supposed to start at 12.
Oh, over the bridge.
So
on the bridge.
Yeah, so as you walk up,
Yeah.
turn left, and there you are, you can see his head.
Oh, great. Lovely. Thank you. Thanks.
Palestine parade, sorry.
Two. 1, 2, free Palestine! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Can you hear this loudspeaker at the back? Did anybody say yes? So it's hot today. And then every week it gets worse. This week, the UN own rapporteur, Francesca Albanese, has anyone heard of her? And so they should have, because she has issued the report which shows all those companies who are complicit with Israel, disgraceful. And what has she received from that? Sanctions from the US. Miss Albanese said that the US sanctions are not a sign of power, it's a sign of guilt. She said they cannot silence us all, they cannot kill us all, they cannot fire us all. Well, this is a week where we may not always say the UN is our friend, but on this occasion, let's give our solidarity with Francesca Albanese. We've certainly got the Italian weather this afternoon. And this week also, on the radio, a Labour minister, I think he's the Minister for Weapons or something like that, and he said to the BBC, he said, Prime Minister Keir Starmer is leading the opposition to what Israel is doing. When I sent round the US sanctions on Albanese, somebody replied, oh, this is a spoof. When I hear the Labour Minister for Weapons saying that Starmer is leading the opposition, well, of course he could. It's very easy. All he has to do is stop arming Israel, stop all ties with Israel, and declare Palestine a state. I know it must be a very difficult job being a Prime Minister, but that's 3 lines. Any one of us could put those down in Parliament, and some of those 600 scabby MPs who voted to ban an organisation who we shall not name today, those scabby MPs could easily line up and simply say with us, stop arming Israel! Stop arming Israel! Stop harming Israel! But instead, Starmer chooses to attack Glastonbury because of some of the bands who were on there, and I'm not asking people to repeat the chants, but yeah, I'd like to see an end to the IDF. I'd like to kick some of those MPs down the stairs and out of office. And I'd like direct action against the Israeli arms firms to be supported, because in actual fact, it's only doing the job that the government ought to be doing themselves to stop those arms factories. But like Kneecap said, many weeks ago, this has been going on, Kneecap said the story is not about Kneecap. The story is about Gaza, and we must not be distracted from that. We must not be put off our reason for being here, because we are here to support the Palestinians. And in Gaza this week, the shooting and the bombing of children going to a health clinic, the destruction of people who have fled to Al-Mawasi because the Israelites described it as a safe zone. The further killings of people queuing for food for the one bogus distribution point that remains, instead of the 500 odd that were being organised, there were 4 under this scabby organisation, and then only 1, and even that 1 couldn't manage to do it. And they shoot people as they're queuing to get what little aid there is available after they've walked across the whole of Gaza. But the bombing goes on in the north of Gaza. The destruction goes on in Gaza City. The forced evacuation of people through Gaza towards Rafah has been described even by the Israelis' own newspaper, Haaretz. And you can look Haaretz this up and see this. I saw it on Al Jazeera because they had a reporter on explaining how unprecedented it is for an Israeli newspaper to talk in this language, the language of the Nazis, the language that said this is a concentration camp. And they are right, and Albanese is right, and we are right. This is an enforced concentration camp within Gaza, with a view to Trump's plan and Netanyahu's sidekick, moving the Palestinians out of Gaza altogether, and having those greedy settlers who are lined up on the border of Gaza, lining up the property that they want to steal and build their own homes and swimming pools in. This is a disgrace. Shame on the IDF, shame on Netanyahu, shame on the US, and shame, sadly, on our own UK government and representatives who are doing nothing about it. We do not stand with Israel. We stand with Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Now we're going to march after we've heard a few short speeches. We are keeping the speakers short because of the temperature. We're walking down the left-hand side of Dean's Gate so we can stay in the shade. And the police have kindly offered to provide us with some water. So if anybody's feeling they'd just like to enjoy the generosity of the Great Manchester Police Force, just on this occasion I'll let you do it. Don't mind you talking to a police officer, say, can I have some water please? See how it goes. I think they're listening up there. But I have got to warn people seriously. And I would ask everybody at the back, over there, please to listen. Stewards, if you can make sure that people are listening, please, everybody, listen to this advice to keep ourselves safe. We have kept our marches safe ourselves. We have had tremendous support from stewards who have made sure that everything is kept safe. We have repeatedly said, do not provoke, do not rise to provocation, even though these screamers can be really annoying. Do not rise to anything that anybody outside this demonstration says, and if you see a bit of trouble, let a steward know and they will pass that information on. If anything does happen, which will, but if anything does, there are what we call bust cards. There are little cards explaining your rights on the Greater Manchester Friends of Palestine School, just up from where I'm speaking now. So if you haven't got one and you want to be reassured of your rights, just pick a green bust card up from that school. But most of all, do what we've always done. Take your own responsibilities, look after yourself, look after those near you, stay in company, make friends if you're here on your own, say hello and look after yourselves, and ask the stewards if there's any difficulties. And in particular this week, I want to make it very clear from Greater Manchester Friends of Palestine, we are committed to continuing the struggle for freedom and justice in Palestine. We are committed to all of those actions, from lobbying to consumer boycotts where you go into supermarkets and remove the Israeli goods, through to the office crashes of those complicit organisations like Booking.com, where, guess what, we'll be going down to Booking.com today. We are complicit, so we're not complicit. We are explicit in our opposition to the complicity, and we're going to be next week at the BBC. Not going to be the city centre, we're going to be at the BBC Saturday 12 o'clock in order to say to them again, start reporting all the news that you're not reporting. But at the same time, we are sensible of our responsibilities, and we are not, as an organisation, wearing "we are all blankety blank" t-shirts. We are not holding placards saying we support whatever your or my opinions are. As an organisation, as a demonstration, we're not having "we support blankety blank" on those placards. Now individually, you may feel that's not enough, and that's fine. But as individuals on the demonstration, you put the demonstration at risk if even any one of us has something like that. So I would ask for give a round of applause for the organisers of this demonstration who have said that. Now, if in your own time you stumble across some other people who are saying what I just said, don't say, well, that's absolutely fine, but we are not, as an organisation, encouraging that. We are going to keep ourselves safe, and we're not going to be diverted or distracted, because the message is Palestine. We are here to support the Palestinians in Gaza. We're here to support the Palestinians in the West Bank, where those atrocious settlers continue to burn and steal the lands and the houses of the people, Palestinian people in the West Bank. We're here to support the Palestinians across the world. And let's have the biggest cheer of the afternoon so far for all the Palestinians who are here! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Right, so we have a few quick speeches. The first one, I'm delighted to introduce one of those heroes who put what I've just been saying into practice. In Oldham, we closed down the Israeli arms thermite factory. And here's one of the Oldham Peace and Justice Group to remind us of our continuing responsibilities and actions to take. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to everyone turning up today. It is hot and it is warm, but then it makes me think about the Palestinians in Gaza right now. Access to no safe water, not clean water, not enough water, no water. And it's hotter in Gaza than it's here in Manchester. So when we're marching today, just think of those Palestinians. But I wanted to start off my speech, and it was going to be a short one, not about Gaza, but about our current politicians. Now, Keir Starmer and his government hasn't got a backbone, and we all know that. But just a few days ago, in Parliament, there was a vote put forward: should 10 Premier League games be aired on free TV? 10 Premier League games free on free TV. One, it's not free TV because we pay a TV licence, so none of that nonsense. But it was the Labour government that said no to 10 Premier League games. And who doesn't get a chance to watch Premier League games? Low-income families, those who can't afford Sky Sports, and Rishi Sunak, who said he didn't have a Sky box when he was growing up. But it was the low-income people. If you want to watch a football, they're saying go into a pub and watch a game of football. But if this government, on a good conscience, cannot even vote for free TV football, what chance have we got of them saying a ceasefire in Gaza? We haven't. Let's be honest, we haven't. So that's why it's important that we're out on the streets, and it's people power. It's us coming out on the streets and telling the people what is happening in Gaza, and that we stand with the Palestinians. And on our marches, we always say this: the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. And you know what? Whatever comes our way, we stay united. We are united, and we are together with the Palestinians in Gaza, in the occupied West Bank, the Palestinians in Syria, the Palestinians in Lebanon, the Palestinians in Jordan, the Palestinians in America, and the Palestinians in England and in Manchester. We, as Oldham Peace and Justice, stand in full solidarity with all Palestinians. And it's important that whatever happens, we stick together and we move forward. And I just want to add this. This government says we don't care about the military in this country. We don't care about police officers. We don't care about our soldiers that are putting their lives at risk in Cyprus, flying surveillance flights over Gaza. Do you know what? If this government actually cared about its soldiers, do you know what it would be doing? It would be opening an open investigation about the 3 British aid workers killed in Gaza that were killed by an Israeli airstrike. It was those 3 aid workers that went out that were murdered by Israel. All 3 of them aid workers were ex-special forces. They were all from the Special Boat Service. They went out to Gaza to give aid, to give food, to open field kitchens, because that's what they were good at, having field kitchens, fielding soldiers. But guess what? Israel knew this and they murdered them. This government turns a blind eye when Israel has murdered British citizens. It turned a blind eye when the Haggard and the terrorist organisation murdered British soldiers before 1945. This government decides and chooses. And on a final note, I forgot to mention this, sorry for taking up your time. Last week, it was the anniversary of the Srebrenica genocide. They separated the men and the women. They took the women into the forest and the women were raped, gang raped by Serbian soldiers. Then they marched 8,000 Muslim men and they murdered 8,000 unarmed civilians. And these 8,000 men were supposed to be in a UN safe zone. They were told to go to a safe zone. And I'm putting similarities between Gaza and Srebrenica. They are telling the Palestinians to go into a safe zone. These safe zones are not safe. People have been murdered and people have been raped. So when the Palestinians said we don't want to go to a safe zone, and if they don't go to a safe zone, they are terrorists? No, no, not at all. Do not forget history. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And does anybody here want to shut down another Elbit factory? Okay, well that was a good round of applause, because all of you just have to go to the Greater Manchester Friends of Palestine stall and book yourselves on the coach from Manchester to Shenstone on Saturday the 26th. So next Saturday we're at the BBC, the following Saturday Manchester will go once again to close down LB in Shenstone.
Good afternoon to freedom on the land of olives and jasmine, from Gaza to Jerusalem and Haifa to Jenin. We are now into week 93 of the genocide in Gaza, and we have stood in solidarity with one another, with the Palestinians in the diaspora and those resisting in Gaza and the West Bank. This is genuine support, not when it's convenient for us, but when it's demanding discipline and getting out of our comfort zones. The protests aim to support the resilience of the Palestinian people and reject the crimes committed by the Zionist occupation and its backers. In Manchester, we've responded to every call from the Palestine movement so far, and we must continue to do so. We must all play a part by any means necessary. This is an appeal to stand up not only in resistance, but with clear intent and meaningful purpose. Palestinians have an unwavering spirit that defies oppression, the unyielding force that pushes back against injustice. It's the collective power of voices rising in unison, demanding change and refusing to be silenced. Palestine belongs to the Palestinians, and it's the duty of the ordinary people to dismantle the pillars which attempt to alter that reality. The world is not blind, the world is traitorous. The world chooses what to see and what not to, based on ethnicity and political agendas. To sit in the comfort and safety of the West and condemns acts of legal resistance that the Palestinians or activists choose to carry out, always at great risk to their own lives, is a deeply chauvinistic position. It must be stated plainly, it is not the place of those from afar to then try and dictate how Palestinians should wage the anti-colonial struggle that is necessary to maintain their livelihood and dignity, and ultimately to achieve their liberation. Those who are not under brutal military occupation or refugees from ethnic cleansing have no right to judge the manner in which those who are choose to confront their colonizers. Supporting Palestinian rights, including their right to resist in accordance with international humanitarian law, is lawful and cannot be falsely labeled as terrorism, and it does not constitute extremism. Subjugation is for the West's ego, but what they don't know is that you cannot kill a movement for liberation. They tried to silence us, but we became louder, so let repression breed more resistance. Tasqut al-Azad al-Fikra. That is a quote by Palestinian author and political activist Ghassan Kanafani, which means bodies fall but ideas endure. They drop bombs but we plant resistance. The struggle continues for a full arms embargo and an end to all imperialist aggression and foreign occupation of Palestinian lands, and the Palestinian people's full liberation and return. Zionism is the disease, resistance is the cure, and liberation is the end result. Freedom is not given, it is taken. They fear our solidarity is resistance. Our choice is resistance, and we refuse to compromise. Resistance is not one man, one group, or one plan. It is the energy conjured by all of us, irrespective of our backgrounds, our nations, or our cause. The binary of hyper-consumeristic colonialism versus the humanitarian.
There's a lot more that you could have said as well, so thank you for keeping this show as possible. Our final
Don't know if the
speaker
phone
here,
disconnected,
and
the
then we're
phone
gonna march off.
overheated.
So let's give a big round of applause.
I'm gonna have to keep it cool.
It is absolutely mental that we are reaching 2 years since the Zionist entity escalated their crimes in Palestine with brutal genocidal attacks on Gaza.
Well, that's the new one. The
It
phone
is absolutely mental.
overheated. Everything is. You know what's happening?
It is absolutely mental that the people in Palestine have endured the miserable reality of the entire families getting
Well, I suspect
exterminated,
what they'll do is
even
they'll walk,
their hospitals
and
being
that's where
bombed,
the end
their
is.
shelters being bombed,
because
with no place for proper refuge, with them being displaced from one place to another, again and again and again. It's mental that in the beginning of the genocide, we are now at the point that even a bag of flour comes at the cost of hundreds of Palestinians being murdered in cold blood by the Zionist regime. You would think that after this level of bloodshed and the continued inhumanity shown by the Israeli colonial state, that it would render them supportless, would render them in a position where financial and political and armed support would be stripped away from them. No. Their crimes keep getting worse. The cruelty of the Zionist regime against the Palestinians keeps becoming more horrifying day by day, and that very regime and its orchestrators are only emboldened instead. They continue to be supported and armed every step of the way. The Zionist militias were aided in the Nakba in 1948, and companies standing on this very soil aid the disgusting Zionist army and state till this day. What a shame for companies like Allianz to peacefully exist on these streets under these calm skies, while they themselves streak the skies in Palestine with bombs and horror by providing insurance for Elbit systems. What a shame for companies like Allianz and Booking.com, and there's over 250 illegal Israeli settlements existing, to see the suffering and blatant obliteration of Palestinian population as a mere profitable endeavor. They count the decimated bodies of Palestinians of how much profit this genocide is making them. Blasting limbs off of little kids. Palestinians in 100,000s.
This heat's really affecting the phone today, so I don't know how bad it is your end. I'm having transmission error, it's overheating, so I've come in the shade. Everyone's here today. DG Media and Charity.
When companies ensuring ruthless weapon manufacturers exist in their own country. How do they not show with their own hypocrisy when pointing fingers at others while companies like Israeli systems
Next week's probably rubbish, I ain't bothering it. When they do it at the BBC, that sucks.
The ones running these genocide profiteering companies might have sold their souls to the Zionist curse. But that is where the part you and I play comes in. These complicit companies and governments have shown us time and time again that it isn't human life that matters to them. It is only money and power that matters to them. So when we boycott these companies and we stand at their doorstep bearing our resistance proudly on our chests, we hit them where it hurts, their profits and their reputation. And every time we come together in our masses, and every time we take action against their involvement in genocide, we show them that the power lies with the people, and people stand in full solidarity with Palestine. One day, God willing, the Palestinians will get their victory. Until that day, we should all remain steadfast in our efforts to dismantle the regime that has oppressed the Palestinian people for decades. I heard this short story a couple of days ago and it resonated a lot with me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. There was a forest that was on fire, and the fire was so big and bad that you would look at it and think that I generally can't do anything about this. In this situation of despair, a small bird flies back and forth between the sea and the forest, carrying drops of water in its little beak. A snake mocked the bird, saying, "What's the point? It's not like you'll ever put the fire out." The bird replied, "I know, I'm not going to be able to put the fire out." So then the snake inquired and asked, "Why are you doing that then?" The bird replied that I'm just doing my part. I see fire, I see destruction, and it is unacceptable to me to do nothing. We are much like that bird, but too often giving the helplessness and not doing anything, or playing its part, use the resources and skills it has available to do something. And option 2 is when we must continue doing. It reminded me of something I heard one of our Palestinian comrades say, that this struggle didn't start with us, and it probably won't end with us, and we all have a part to play. There is a path that has been treaded by Palestinians themselves for years to achieve the liberation, and our part is to ensure that the countries that fight the struggle for become carriers of that resistance and hope, to stand up for justice in these complicity-ridden streets until all support from companies like Allianz, Booking.com, and VA systems for the Zionist regime is completely dismantled. We will keep showing up and take a stand against the injustices normalized by the imperialist powers. We will ensure that these companies profiting off of the genocide will never know peace as they did until the ties to the Zionist regime are ended. And we will keep taking the lead of the people in Palestine and the resistance, and the resilience to keep the resistance alive and roaring until we get this big Palestine.
Fantastic! Right, so we're going to march now. We're going to go up this little road here, down Dean's Gate, stop at King Street, have a pop at the Greek Embassy, and then on to Booking.com. Everybody want to march? And I have a popular request. We're always willing to take popular requests, so if you want to give this one a try, I think it goes like this. Proscribe the IDF. It works. Proscribe the IDF. Proscribe the IDF. So if you'd like to turn around and follow the direction of my flag here, start to walk up the sidewalk here. If you're down on the stairs, if you'd like to join in at the top here, around me, and get behind the banner at the front there. Get behind the drums, so they're going to start making a noise in a minute.
I didn't even see him come over. An idiot. Where they go?
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
The fire from the deck is the highest borderland roll.
Don't act like a prat today. I'm too unwell to give a damn. You're not doing yourself a favour, trust me. Seriously. Do yourself a favour and stop being a prat. Don't look at me like that, you weirdo.
Are you one of Charlie Veitch's bum boys?
What?
Are you one of Charlie Veitch's bum boys?
Oh, here we go. We've got a homophobic. Here we go. Homophobic. What a disgusting...
Go fuck yourself.
Thank you.
You prick. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go on. Punch me. I dare you to. Go on. Do it. If you're big enough, do it. Come on. I want you to. Come on. Come on.
No, he's not.
Come on, do it.
You piece of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I
Oh,
know.
fuck
I'm
off,
not
you-
the homophobic racist. Race disgusting homophobe. You homophobic nasty man. There we go, homophobic. You heard it. Brilliant.
Free.
Sorry. Poor little homophobic little man there was hysterical. He was calling me every homophobic slur going. And I says, go on. I thought that you're supposed to be left wing. Brilliant. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was hearing things. And I was going, are you child of each's? Well, I won't say it. Honestly, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Well, anyway.
Free Palestine.
Oh well, it's going to be a good one today. I know. Well, you look like one of them. Well, you do with the long hair and stuff. They'll think you're one of them. It's best to pretend to be one of them because you don't get the grief and you'll get the best. I mean, the best thing to do is slag us off and they will love you. They'll let you in and they'll probably tell you stuff they wouldn't want to.
Yeah, they have been.
Well,
You've got 3 radical left mates that tell you everything.
yeah, it's hysterical. Well, I don't think, I mean, like, to be honest, next to them, I'd say I'm probably more left-wing than, well, especially that homophobic one.
Yeah.
It's just that they don't believe in what they talk. Most of these do it because they think it's something to do. They don't believe in it, and you can see that. That's why they act like that. If he believed in it, he wouldn't have acted like that. They're idiots. But that'll be the fun. That's me, Cliff. I can go home now, can't I? Well, you know what's happening 2:30, don't you? You know 2:30, don't you?
2:30.
I've been told.
Preston. I'm not going.
No, go, seriously. Yeah, even they'll get nicked, aren't they? Well, you can't do it. They'll have to. They've already. Well, either they get nicked or they don't. They're going to look. The police will look like fools if they don't arrest them. You could have a mass arrest. No, and seriously, that could be the highlight of the day. Especially if this lot try and jump in and stop the police. It's going to be hysterical. And it's hard. They're all worked up. And Charlie Beach is here to wind them up. Oh, it's going to be heaven. Yeah. Yeah, go at 2:30 before, don't miss it, it'll be the best, but it'll only last 10 minutes. But yeah, over the top, the police have to nick them straight away. It's a serious terrorist offence, it's not like the other stuff. So you know what they're doing? Oh, you know that Emily Hurst or whatever statue? 2:30 they're going to stand there with signs. You know that Emily Hurst? You know where the other, you know where the normal set off from? St. Peter's thing. Behind there, there's the statue. You know what this stuff was there?
Are they doing it today?
This lot might be walking to it. They only announced it. They've written to the police as well to tell them. So they're fully aware.
I was going to kick off every year.
Yeah. Normally they said, yeah, it'll get rubbish. No, because if the hotel kicks off, it won't be till 3 o'clock anyway. And it might be dead. Is it got member? The police are on the ball now. And I'm not sure if many will turn up. But if it does kick off, it can go from here. It'll be what, 3:30. By then it might be getting good. So you won't miss anything.
I'm going to get in the mix.
Cheers.
We are all Palestinian. Logo! Aviva Tanzania million! We are all Palestinian! 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 Aviva Tanzania million! We are all identity, as future. Keep walking. Keep walking. We're going to be making a short stop here so that we can hear from one of the Greek comrades about what the government is doing. So have we got the Greek speaker here? Yes. Let's have a big round of applause for
to speak down the truth. Genocide is unfolding in Gaza, and the Greek government holds ties with Israel. Shame on you, kidnapping authorities. Shame on you. And I'm saying this out loud. Greek government is also complicit in genocide. 10,000 of Palestinians have been murdered. Children are being starved. And how is Greece supporting this genocide? Greece continues to ties military partnership with Israel through joint military exercises, weapon deals, and most importantly, and 1,375 billion 22 years agreement with the Israeli weapons company Elbit System. International Flight Center now in Kalamata, where Israeli killers come and train with the Greek pilots. And they
they're selling if you go into GoPro, you can buy them.
We know
you don't need the latest, but because see the latest in unless you're doing zooming around, just buy one of the older models and you can get them still cheap. Why is the memory running out or what?
Yeah, but I don't understand how.
You delete it.
Very good friends.
Video 7.
Let's remember that Greece was the only European country in 1947 that didn't sign the UN petition
The
plan
best
for
is 4K.
Palestine.
Check the frame rate. They might have a massive frame rate. If you got like 120, it'll just suck up. If you have it on 24 or 30, that's your best. You only need it high if you're doing action.
The shipments to Israel. Now the dock workers are not going to help this massive tank.
But even bad phones, as long as it will give you good, as long as, I mean, you can use the cheapest.
64 gig, that's why I don't understand how it's...
But at the outset, what you need to do is always delete the footage. Clear it up, but make sure you've got the right settings. See what it's recorded at. The best is 4K or 1080. 1080 is a lot more. You want to record that 1080. It'll take up next to no space. It's not going to work. If you look like them, they're all right with you. That's no problem. That's why they only go after the ones they don't think that, they have an attitude.
Liberation now! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll kick the Zionists out! Out! 1, 2, 3, 2,
Oh yeah.
That'll be action. I'm saving my back.
If they don't, and can they come back to it? Come back to it. It's a good win.
They can't, please. They can't.
Well, they've been contacted, so they can't deny it. They got contacted last night. So I mean, they've been giving them a heads up. So if the police don't do anything, you can say they didn't know.
Can't say they didn't know.
No. They've all got them. It's all heated already. Right, you know where they go. Right, you know where they start from two places. There's the Piccadilly Road. And you know the St. Peter's. Behind there.
Right.
It's literally just a, so I've got really St. Peter's where they're doing it. We'll see.
When you got that to you?
Charlie Beach is also around. He turned up, and there's he turned up at the start, so we'll probably see him later.
He'll be about.
And that DJ Meaders is, so everyone's
I remember. I seen him where with Fred, innit?
Yeah, it's like the pub, so see you later.
Raise your flag for Palestine! Raise your flag for Palestine! Red, black, white, green! Red, black, white, green! Red, black, white, green! Red, black, white, green! Manchester for Palestine! Manchester for Palestine! Manchester for Palestine! Manchester for Palestine! Manchester says one solution! Manchester says one solution! Intifada revolution! Intifada revolution! Intifada revolution! Intifada revolution! Intifada, intifada! Viva, viva la Palestina! Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao! Viva, viva la Palestina! She'll be free from the river to the sea. Viva, viva la Palestina! Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao! to the homes. Let's say it clearly. Boycott, boo kids. Boycott, boo kids. Boycott, boo kids. Let's have a round of applause for the drummers. Now we've got a couple of speeches here, so I'd ask you to make yourselves comfortable. If you need to be in the shade, then get near that building opposite or get behind me. Meanwhile, I think our speaker has got the benefit of the tree here. So, let's give a big round of applause for our next speaker. The killing becomes in this small sort of industrial scale. We must refuse to accept that what's happening in Palestine can be allowed to go on as if it's normal. We must refuse to allow ourselves to go numb to the massacres that are now as common as the bombs in Gaza Sea. The way that just on Thursday, 15 people, and these 10 of them women and children, were slaughtered so mercilessly in such cold blood as they queued outside the health clinic for nutritional supplements. Our Palestinians are being murdered not just when they're trying to access clinics for nutritional supplements and medical equipment and medical health care, how they're being murdered by the denial and deprivation of the absolute essentials for life itself. The way that the Palestinian babies that are withering away in Gaza hospital in Khan Yunis right now, in their incubators, are dying because they're being denied the baby formula and the fuel to power their incubators. And yet, we must never allow the escalating dystopian depravity of Zionist forces and the failed illegals gaze in utter disgust. The way they constantly create new contractions that are so blatantly tools of annihilation, maybe them euphemistically to pretend that they're humanitarian initiatives, but yet there be nothing that can be described as humanitarian that can emerge from the ideology that sees Palestinian blood as a prerequisite for stealing Palestinian land. And now, another sickening scheme to try and herd the entire Palestinian population into a single ghetto, a concentration camp for which they won't be allowed to leave, a siege within a siege within a siege, all as a prelude to the Zionist final solution for Gaza, the Gaza that they always wish would just sink into the sea. But it's never been about Gaza alone. It's always been about the Palestinian nation as a whole. That Zionism has had in its success. Just as last week we had in their crosshairs the 14-year-old boy, unarmed boy, Riyad Abdul-Rahati, who was murdered by the IDF, having been shot in a distance from the north and west bank just last week. Because whether it's children withering away in Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis, or teenagers being executed in Nablus, all Palestinians, including children, are considered targets by this despicable, irredeemable regime. We refuse to forget how the 17-year-old boy, Walid Khalid Abdullah, was murdered in captivity just a few months ago. His body in a state of starvation, dehydration, bearing the marks of beatings and torture that no child should ever have to endure. Our Palestinian hostages are being raped on camera in the torture camps like State Iran. Like health workers, Dr. Adriano Brooks, who was beaten to death in captivity, his body is held to this day, and the hundreds of his colleagues who are facing the same fate as Dr. Abu Safia, who after over 7 months is still held in captivity precisely because their lifelines to a nation that the Zionists seek to destroy. And we refuse to forget how this oppression is being facilitated, enabled as far away as these shores, this city, by companies the likes of which we're standing in front of at this very moment, that are profiting from the displacement and dispossession of the Palestinian people, that are putting up holiday rentals atop the villages, the destroyed ruins of Palestinian villages to which to this day they're not allowed to return. It's companies like Booking.com that are facilitating these crimes. So what good is it to say we never forget? If we allow this evil to go unanswered, uncontested, the only answer is resistance to the best of our capacity, and to make it as clear as day, we will not be silent as we profit from Palestinian blood and stolen Palestinian land. So I want you to shout with me as loud as you can, and pointing as well to the institution that we're speaking of. Your profits are covered in Palestinian blood. Your profits are covered in Palestinian blood.
The land that Jesus was born in embraced the people of Moses. Yet we now see that same land stained with the blood of remnants of actual beheaded Palestinian children, babies, and fetuses. Not imagined ones like the US and British media tried to have us believe back in October 2023. Real babies beheaded. Now we're currently outside Booking.com, which has 281 listed rentals across illegal Israeli settlements and occupied Palestinian land. These settlements legitimize the aims of the Zionist entity by keeping it economically viable. The key purpose of a business is to create profit. As of right now, July 2025, Booking.com has a market cap of 137.67 billion. Now there's a company of that size and value need to rely on income from illegal settlements. They can afford to take a principal site. They simply choose not to. So it is up to us to be as relentless as guilty as the occupation itself in ensuring that genocide is not in fact profitable. Genocide will not pay so long as we are around. And every dividend steeped in Palestinian blood will be shaped down and throughout history as the most glorious form of financial opportunism. It was 2 years ago that Booking.com declared that they would highlight for the sake of transparency which of their stays are on illegal settlements. And today we know they are still not doing this. As Israel's project for genocide and ethnic cleansing continue to escalate with the backing of America and Britain, it is our role in the West to hold the current to take practical steps of solidarity to support the Palestinian people and their resistance. Booking.com plays a key role in legitimizing and funding Israel settlements across the West Bank. And as a multinational company with offices in all cities used by millions of people in all communities, we can have a real impact on their business and reputation. We will force them to decide between continued action and a ruined reputation, or withdrawing their illegal settlements. We must all take any action we can to force their hand. Some examples of actions you can take against Booking.com. Attend a protest. Check. Taking part in phone blockades to disrupt their customer service. Spreading information about why Booking.com is complicit in ethnic cleansing. Supporting your friends, family, and community to boycott Booking.com. That means whether it's at work, if it's a financial relationship, if it's a business partnership, or if you know anyone who's going to book something through Booking.com, have that conversation. No matter how uncomfortable, no matter how seemingly confrontational, it's not worth it. The dead children's remains spewed across the ground.
lived in Jerusalem all the way from the old city due to separation by the apartheid wall when asked about living among settlers. This was after being displaced from Silwan and occupied East Jerusalem. That's the level of determination we need to match. Thank you.
Free the people, free the land. Free the people, free the land. No peace and sorrow land. No peace and sorrow land. Free the people, free the land. No peace and sorrow land. No peace and sorrow land. No peace and sorrow land.
to the drummers always.
Sorry to interrupt, just 1 second. You've got a flag that's one of ours, can you give it back to one of the people collecting? If you've got a photograph, simply give it back to one of the people collecting. And whoever's got the booking.com banner, can you also bring it up? Sorry to interrupt. Thank you.
Thank you. So, we are here because Aviva, the insurance company, the studios here are named after, called Aviva Studios, provide insurance for UAV engines in Staffordshire, a subsidiary of Elbit Systems, which is responsible for the manufacturing of drone engines, which we know are used to surveil and murder Palestinians in the ongoing genocide. Shame. Aviva secured the naming rights for this venue in 2023 for 35 million. And as part of this deal, they committed to ongoing investment in Factory International for the companies in this country choose to invest in local arts and culture. Is it because they're deeply committed to improving access to the arts? Is it because music, performance, culture are things which everybody should be able to enjoy? No. They have invested in all of this in a calculated attempt to deflect from the morally rotten and harmful aspects of their business. Every insurance company has a legal right to refuse to insure a company deems involved in unethical activities. Elbit Systems' entire business model is based on demonstrating the effectiveness of its weapons on Palestinians. Does that sound ethical to you? Let's be clear, by insuring UAV engines, Aviva is explicitly saying that war profiteering and genocide profiteering is legitimate business. We reject this entirely. Aviva investment in Factory International is nothing more than a cynical, opportunistic attempt to cover their business model, which ultimately views some dispensable. It's art washing their image. They have plastered their name over this venue. Over there you can see it. They've also created these affordable ticket options. This marketing is a company that currently prioritises profit over justice. So it could be clearer. So as long as Aviva plays this role in enabling and legitimising genocide,
Why is spelled for
we are calling for a top order of Aviva services to switch to alternatives.
I ignore them. I've got them giving them out really abused drugs. Yeah, I know. We'll go in a few minutes. Let's go up to, yeah, because they might meet up soon and I don't want to miss it.
Nobody's here.
No. They've all disappeared, haven't they? Oh no, they're there. Keep an eye on that lot. Are they going down? Looks like they're going down. Yeah, weirdo.
This year asked us to dream differently. Let's dream from arts industry, not ties and arts. Let's dream
Pointed at me, you weirdo.
You're pointing fucking me, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're pointing fucking me. Fuck off.
Don't tell me what to do. It's a little bit. You're going to tell me what to do.
I'm telling you. Why are you starting trouble? Why are you starting trouble?
Because he pointed at me.
Well, just move away then.
I'll do what I want.
Move away.
Do what I want. I won't move away. I'm staying here. I'm staying here. Fuck you, you piece of shit. See that? He's just assaulted me. You piece of crap. Right, you're fucked.